Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Apollo's own DJ Jesson, and welcome everybody to another episode of Grown Man Tuesdays. That's right, Grown Man Tuesday, where we get a real talk, real straight, and bring it right at you. Hey, wherever you're listening from, as always, we appreciate you, and we cannot do the show without you. It is a beautiful day here on the East Coast, right here in Jersey, where we film. Whether you're in the tri-state, on the West Coast, Midwest, across the pond, wherever you're tuned in, just know we appreciate you. I'm going to get right to the chase today because we got so much we want to talk about. Couldn't do the show without the crew. And as you know, to my right,
Rizzy, what up, family?
And far left,
Bo Polo.
That's right. And next to me, my second born, who has about 1,000 names. We're just going to figure out what he called himself today.
Mr. Lawrence.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You grown.
I've been getting called that all day, so I'm gonna have to transition
today. Okay. So you're gonna sit differently. But see, I could tell that something went on because you came in today with a grown man shirt on, the polo on, the neck
collar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Little muscles out.
Little deuces. I keep
22s.
Yeah,
22s.
But you keep them clean though, right? I keep them clean.
That's cool.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back.
That's right. Welcome back. Hey, as you know, man, we had a fire show last week, and since then a lot has gone on, and we're gonna get straight into it. Like, of course, today's headline news is the indictment and Trump being in court today. He had to fly down, the luxury of flying down on his own jet to Miami, where he sat stone face and went through the indictment of him and all the charges that were brought against him. He left there and went straight to a small Cuban restaurant and had a a rally. Like, who does that? You know what I mean?
Trump.
And-
Trump.
Exactly. You know, he did all that. He went straight there, had a rally. And the thing about it is, I don't even understand how his supporters don't see. He didn't even really want to be there.
He did.
You know, his team said it'll look good. You know, but that man, I mean, I don't see him going to jail, but that man is going down. Okay.
And the only thing keeping him afloat is his money. That's the only thing keeping him afloat. The little money he do have.
You know what? I agree to disagree. Only thing keeping him afloat is everybody else's money, because he's spending everybody else's money
exactly.
on the defense of his charges and everything else. They keep donating. Like,
That's what a newscaster said. He get millions and millions of dollars every month.
Oh yeah, on a daily basis. Yeah. So my thing is, he's sitting there sitting on the money that he supposedly has, and everybody's making these donations, and this donation is supposed to be for a campaign,
right?
But it's defending all of the nonsense he's done. Excuse me, since he's been trying to run for office. You know, and
they were saying too, lawyers don't even want to touch it because they give them a bad name too.
Exactly. But the only lawyers that are trying to touch this is the ones trying to get it come up. Okay, that's the way I look at it. You know, those are the lawyers that are out there. You know, I'll take this case, you know, for the publicity. You know, but he's a joke in my opinion. You know, I mean, he made it to presidency, but I swear to God, like, it's just like being a president doesn't mean that you're above everything else.
Right. Well, they love him, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but he'll find an excuse if he's convicted. Why he was convicted? It ain't because he did something wrong.
He ain't gonna take it laying
down. I mean,
right? He ain't gonna take it laying down.
Not at all. Not at all. But I just wanted to touch on that for a hot second. We're not staying on that. You know, last night, big shout out to the Apollo Theater. Last night they had their yearly gala, and it was another epic evening. Gave awards to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Unfortunately, P. Diddy couldn't make it to accept this award. He had a plane issue in Miami, and he sat on the runway for like 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what them private jets get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Nathan.
His sons was in the building though.
Yeah, his sons came. All three of them accepted the awards. Great young men. Gladys Knight performed. MC Light, Wyclef, my guy D Nice. Not only played but he hosts. Rachel and the crew. And after 20 years of running the Apollo, our president Joan Proquette stepped down, passed the helm. Green, and it was a great send-off. You know, and it's amazing how much she's done in that 20 years. You know, because I'm listening to some of the numbers. Like when she took over, when she first came in, it cost about $4 million a year to run the Apollo, and it's at a state now where it's $19 million a year to run the Apollo.
Woo!
And they secured money because as of opening the beginning of the year, Victoria Theater opens, and that's a whole new version of the Apollo. And as they go over there, they're going to, for the first time, renovate the actual Apollo Theater. You won't even be able to recognize it. So within the next year or two, it's going to be a whole different 125th Street.
How far is the other theater?
2 buildings next door.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 buildings next door.
That's done up already?
Oh, it's beautiful. When I say beautiful, beautiful. Several smaller theaters are already in there. Has like a lot of hologram work in there.
Is that the old?
19 million to run it.
Red Lobster.
We gotta talk.
Red Lobster's gone.
No, I know it's gone. I'm saying
they're gonna have.
Mike said,
19.
"Where my cut at?"
Yo, we gotta talk later.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, we. Apollo. No, we ain't gonna.
Yeah, we try to keep jobs here.
Oh.
Anyway, but yeah, 19 million to run it. The Apollo has 90 full staffers, including, you know, the people that work the shows and everything like that. Those are part-time, but yeah, it's a full operation, and it's growing.
Raise?
Huh?
Who do you talk to for a raise?
That would be me.
I need to go bigger than you. 19 million.
You're looking at the big picture. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't worry.
That's a big picture.
Yeah. And before we get into our topics, last but not least, let's kick it about the new champions for the first time in their 47-year history. The Denver Nuggets. Let's give it up for the Denver Nuggets. We ain't got no claps over there. Let's give it up, yo. Yes. Denver Nuggets took down the Heat 4-1, and they earned that. You know, I can honestly admit I was rooting for Miami. Okay. But after watching,
you can't root for them though.
Exactly. After watching the way that team came together, how that team was put together, and all the adversity that they went through, I'm happy they won. You know, Miami has won.
My thing was this: when they let Miami win that first game, Djokovic said, "Back off."
Exactly.
Let him have it.
Yeah. But
he backed off. He said, "Let him have it."
Right.
So we got
even his reaction when they asked him
after
the post game.
He said, "Let him have
it." He was like, "Yo, this is
we
basketball.
good. Yeah,
you win some, you lose some." Everybody was tripping, but he was like,
and LeBron James said it. He said, "Nobody see what I see." He said, "That is a player." He said, "You can't take nothing away from that man."
Perkins from ESPN, he was saying how he was happy with the Joker in the sense that he brought back the big man syndrome. Like he scored his point, even though he could shoot that behind your head 3-pointer. He was in the paint doing work. And that's something that we haven't seen in years.
And he wasn't scared to pass the ball either.
But it's triple-double threat every time he gets on the floor. And, you know, he ain't sweating.
Yeah.
He just turned around and said, "Excuse me, I must run back to the other end."
This guy, he was close to a triple-double almost after, if not by halftime, after the first quarter.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's a pleasure to watch.
It was. And again, after seeing everything, I was happy to see Denver win. Okay, because Murray, he went through adversity with a serious injury.
Right.
Okay. That team.
Well,
that
again,
team,
I say Murray came in the league as a shooter, so he ain't doing nothing he wasn't supposed to do.
He stood up.
Right.
He came to play. And that's what I'm saying. They are the first team to win a championship in a long time with homegrown heroes.
Right.
They drafted those kids.
Yeah.
Okay. They draft those kids.
But I was rooting for it. No, to finish what you was gonna say.
No, I'm saying I was rooting for those kids, but I'm really like, there's so many people I'm happy for. Like DeAndre Jordan, that dude was playing hard. He was so close to winning the championship when he was with the Clippers, you know, but it didn't materialize.
Right.
Okay. Jeff Green. After what? 4 or 5 years?
Like that, right.
4 or 5 years in the league, he had to have open heart surgery.
Yeah.
Came back from that. And my last but not least, Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
That brother is a workaholic.
3 people from the Lakers that got rings.
Yeah. Caldwell.
It's Caldwell Pope, the Thomas Bryant.
Right. That's why I said it's like 6 to 8 of them that was there. They didn't do it, but they good now.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. I'm happy.
But honestly, rooting for the Heat, it was like the way they let you down. I just felt like I was a Knicks fan or something.
Wow.
Oh, is that a jab?
Segue to the
you
Knicks.
Okay.
I felt like it was.
You held that for a minute, bro. You held that for a minute.
Man, I was like, am I watching the Knicks, man?
Wow.
Dang, man.
Wow. So now we're gonna move on to our topics because he want to talk about the Knicks. Knicks gonna be good next year. Knicks gonna be good next year. So Mo,
wait, real quick. I watched the y'all ever watch that Jordan documentary, Last Dance?
Yeah, of course. All 6 episodes.
It's 6 of them.
6.
It's 10 now.
Well, it's 10. Well,
they must have added something.
Yeah, they must have added. All right, don't laugh at me.
No, I thought you were gonna say
I'm saying I'm on episode 7. What the heck I'm watching? We sure we watching the same thing? But nah. But yo, 6. All right, yeah. Watching that, bro, you get a real update on how basketball was and how it is now. Totally different.
It's totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
The way they used to brawl back then, bro.
The refs don't let them play no more.
Right. That's what it is.
Right.
And the way, one little, they call him foul.
Yeah,
like they showed plays the second game. Dude never fouled. The ref had called foul.
He kicked him in the nuts.
And he asked the dude, like, what did I do?
Yeah. But you learn watching the Pistons.
Man.
When they had Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman.
And they followed up with Ben Wallace.
But what was the center name?
Isaiah? No.
James Edwards.
Bill Laimbeer.
Bill, that joker right there.
Bro, he was a sneak bomb. He got in trouble in the WNBA. The way he was handling his players.
He got paid to get 4 fouls. If he didn't get 4 fouls, they wasn't paying him.
Yeah, Bill was like no joke.
And he gave you 4 good fouls.
Yeah,
and said they motto was if you come to the hole,
you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it.
And if you was new, he'd tell you, Welcome to the NBA.
But you know the crazy part is, if you think about it, Dennis Rodman went from both sides of the bad boy.
Right.
He went from the Pistons to the Bulls. So you went from fighting the Bulls to fighting the Pistons.
The crazy thing is too, from back
He
in the
played
day
tough,
to
though.
now.
Straight
Look,
played
the
tough.
crazy thing from back in the day to now, like you had Scottie Pippen and the camera was in his face, and he was like, "Yo, man, we don't want that camera in our face while we drinking beers."
Right.
And Mike was like, "Man, it was a lot worse than that when I was a rookie." He said Jokers was drinking cases of beers at halftime and smoking cigarettes. He said the nigga was getting it from the coaches.
Yeah.
I said, "What?"
Oh yeah, it's a whole different league.
Yeah.
Their restrictions are crazy. Restrictions
Why
are
you think
crazy.
Jordan said when they talked about Dennis Rodman being crazy? He said that man come on the court, he do what he have to do.
Yeah.
What he do outside here,
Yeah,
ain't got
as long as
nothing
you
to do with
bring it,
this
long as you
game.
bring it when you get
He
between
said
those
you
lines.
need 2 day vacation.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No questions asked.
Yep.
Take it off.
Said Robin
Woo.
went to Vegas.
Exactly.
All right, what we getting into this?
First of all, Mo, welcome back.
Thank you.
Corey sat in for you last week. He did a great job as he always does. Mo, last week we touched on some subject and it was hot, man. One of the things we touched on was who you think has a bigger sexual appetite, men or women, and the lines and the conversation and everything went crazy. Before we move on from that, we curious about your opinion on that.
I say both.
You say both? And why you say both?
I mean, I come home dead dog tired. She looked at me like, "What you gonna do?" I'm going to sleep.
You say you going to sleep?
No,
Come on, Mo. Come on, Mo. We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
There's no
Hey,
way.
you just gotta do what you gotta do and
Yeah.
suck it up.
Okay, cool.
Well, we also talk about the drive. What's it, 5 times a day or something like
Yeah,
that?
No,
we had-
that's not gonna happen.
See, your boy here said that.
I was listening. I heard
He
that.
said 5 times a day.
Listen,
Okay.
If I could get a 6th one in there, well.
All right,
Yeah,
Superman.
but let me tell you something. What people don't understand is
Sugar night.
we get. I'm getting in a good 20, 30 minutes. Okay. He's doing 5 times a day at 2.5 minutes. It adds up to the same thing.
Oh,
Hey, listen. Hey, listen, whether it's 2 minutes or 3 pumps.
A good
I'm still
3.
getting-
Hey, Jess, a good 3 and I'm snorting.
Ah!
Listen, 3 pumps or 3 minutes. Still getting 5.
Whatever come first.
I'm gonna try. Whatever comes first. That's it.
So it's all about the numbers with you, huh? You feel
Nah,
better with that?
Nah, not really. I mean, listen.
He just want to say he can do it 5
That's
times.
all he want to say.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I'm saying whether
Killer.
whether it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 30 seconds. Yeah.
Don't nobody want to be in no
I'm
stuff
young.
for 30 seconds.
I'm young.
Stop lying.
On your other person, on your other you want to know on her behalf, I got nothing to say. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hey, no,
So
just because when we get together, you know you gonna get decided.
So that's why when we be in the hotel stuff, we see him walk around the lobby. He finished.
No, Jess. When we was in Aruba, DL said, "Did y'all hear that noise last night?" She said, "That was us." I took her. I said, "No need to explain."
Oh man.
God.
Yeah. We think differently up here, y'all.
Yeah,
ain't no
pretty
getting
much.
around that, we want to get a good night in and enjoy our other halves. Dre want to go around the block more than once. so he
Sugar
can't find
night.
Parking.
It keeps me young, man.
It keeps you young. I ain't mad at you.
Statistics show that.
All right.
So let me ask this question. We're gonna leave that area alone. We done got all the thoughts in. Thanks for touching on that, Mo. I got a email from one of our listeners, and it asks, "What do we think about a big age difference when it comes to relationship?" And pretty much, she's talking in the range of 15 to 20 years about an age difference. And I'm curious, as always, what you guys think about that.
That could be a lot. Just say if she's younger and you're older, you slow down. She don't slow down.
Say that again.
You're older and she's younger.
Okay.
Like 15 years, that's a lot. I think it's a lot.
All right.
I say 3-4 years is good.
3-4
apart.
years. I think in my opinion. You go. Right.
I think I'm from the era age ain't nothing but a number.
I
That's
agree.
what I think.
I agree with you.
And on the scenario, like I am, but then on a scenario, you got to be legal.
Right.
Oh, we talking legal.
Yeah,
Everything we
everything
talking
was
up here is
legal, right,
legal.
it's legal.
Okay.
Right.
We ain't talking nothing illegal. Like, but to me, okay, I think an age difference works better, or probably would work better when you're both older.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I mean, if you meet somebody 35 to 40 and you in your 50s, there's a good chance it's going to work.
It's gonna work.
Right.
Okay?
I agree.
Because, first of all, as a woman, she's mature.
Sure, right.
Okay? At that age, hopefully you're mature.
Sure, right.
Okay? So you can both be bringing something to the table.
Right.
You know what I mean? At that point,
Yeah.
and you can still build.
Older level.
You know what I mean? Because you've got your at 35 to 40, she's in the middle of her career. At 50 to 55,
You're almost at
you're
the
on the
end.
tail end of yours. So you can assist her, you know, being stable as you are
Right.
and having that stability, you know, to grow.
Right.
You know, whereas if sometimes you find folks with, say they both 40, 45, they both got their own careers, they're going this way.
Mm-hmm.
And they're passing like two ships in the night.
But that, like me and my wife, she does the beauty salon. I'm at the point all the time. But we just learned. I told her be spontaneous.
You have to be.
You
with
have to
that
be
type of risk.
spontaneous.
And-
So, like, I could leave here and say, we going to such and such tonight. And she'll get dressed, boom, we'll go.
Yeah.
Well, see, you have a wife that is open to that.
Right.
You like, she knows that because of scheduling, get it in when you can get it in.
And then you
know,
also
let's have
remember
fun.
They've been together since they was 15.
I know, but again, the kudos to them is they've been together for 30 plus years, but they still finding ways to make it
Yeah,
work.
Right.
yeah.
There's people that's been together for 30 years and it's like, I'm tired. I don't want to do nothing.
Right.
They just keep making
But,
excuses.
but like
get
she'll
depression.
say, no disrespect. What are you and Jess doing this weekend? That's the first thing she'll say. She ain't talk about my job or nothing. And I say, well, I'm doing something with Jess Saturday. She's like, all right, well, we'll come near. I said, well, do what you got to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
mean,
think when I was in school, all the younger girls, especially like in college, they like all the older guys, and that's 19, 20, and I'm talking about they like the 35 and up 40-year-old.
But yeah, true. Now, like when me, Jess, we were in school, I called them the bad boys, the knuckleheads. That's what all the girls wanted when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, you a bookworm. Nah, nah, nah. I'm good.
Yeah,
Now they see you now. Oh,
Isn't that
that's
amazing?
such and such.
Isn't that amazing?
Nah,
I don't even look their way.
them little girls. Remember, I used to be in school, and this joker used to blush too. Mike, that's your dad. He's so cute. I'm like, Dad. Brittany said, "Who's that?" Oh, hey, Brittany. You know, like, but they like the old. They
Right.
like the old.
That's like years ago. My son, when he first went to the Navy, he came home. So me, him, and my youngest son, we went out. So everybody's looking at us like, "Who's your brother?" He's like, "That's my dad."
Yeah.
You know, you understand those compliments help you.
Right.
It ain't like
So-
you're trying to roll up,
Yeah,
but like
then an older person say, "What do you do?" I got 2 young boys at home. I got to stay fit for them. Shoot, I ain't gonna stop doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But see, that's the whole thing. And it's so funny because like my kids are older now, especially my son and his brother. And they, now that they're getting older, they realize that when you get a certain age, you're getting older and wiser. You ain't getting
Right.
older and about to fall off the
Right,
daggone hill.
exactly.
Like, you know, like if your kids thought you was having sex at a certain age, it's like, ew, oh my God, you
Yeah.
gotta be killing me. I mean, kidding me. Y'all still doing that? Yeah, till the wheels fall
Pull
off.
off, right.
All right, your mom about to have a problem, whatever. Like shit, you know. So, you know, and now they get older, they realize, like, okay, now I'm the old guy they looking at.
Right.
You know, like their kids, they got kids of their own now, and they're like, yo, my kid thought I was like, your incident the other day with your son, like you was playing ball with him, and he low bridge you. You know,
No, we ain't gonna tell nobody that.
I wasn't supposed to say that on there.
Nah, you good. Cause you know,
Yeah.
you know what he told all my boys? He told, and that's his uncles, he told them he dunked on me. I'm like, you lying, man. So my son, he went to go lay the ball up on me. We in the backyard. He went to go lay it up and like jump into my body. Zero spatial awareness. I looked at him like, dude, what are you doing? Caught him so he wouldn't land on me, so he wouldn't hurt both of us. He walks away, gets the rebound, like, ha, I got you, Dad, because he made the layup. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, you little cheater. I saved you, man. He's like, no, I got you, Dad. That was on your head.
That build up his confidence.
Yo, and I'm like, nah.
But see, sometimes you can't do
And
that.
I looked dead at him, and I was like, Cameron, next time you come to the hole, I'm gonna punch that SHIT.
You can say shit. You can punch that shit. Let him know.
Right? He's like, all right, we're gonna see. Lo and behold, he came to the hole. About 2 minutes later, I jump up in the air. I'm like this. I go to punch it. This little joker ducks in the fetal position like this. Takes out my legs, bro. I hit the ground. I hit my hip. I bounced off the ground. I told my dad all my coins popped out like I was Sonic. Everything popped out my pocket. I'm laying on my side, holding my hip and my wrist. Both my sons looking at me. My youngest one go, Cam, why'd you do that? You okay, Daddy? And I'm like, Cameron, I didn't even get up. I'm like, why'd you do that? He goes, I faked you. And I'm laying on the floor. I'm like, that was a travel. Man, I get up. I limp in the house. I don't even scream at him. I walk straight to the cabinet. I grab my ibuprofen or whatever pain meds I had, and I just pop it. And I go back outside. And I'm glad it happened that way because the old me would have spazzed. Instant reaction. I would have been, the next thing you know, I would have been feeling bad because I just screamed at my son like he was trying to maliciously hurt me. But I went back outside and I told him, yo, this is the number one thing you can't do when you could bridge somebody, you could hurt somebody. And he's like, well, we wasn't playing one-on-one, so it wasn't a travel. Was it a good fake? And I'm just like, yeah.
Well, you know, I live off a cul-de-sac, so we had a full NBA rim in the driveway.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna go out there and be Jordan.
Yeah.
Negative.
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you something. The one thing we try to do is we are not going to let our kids beat us. Okay?
Oh, they can right now. They can have
Because
it.
But the thing about it is you're at the point where you're not playing them anymore.
Right.
Okay? You'll play like shoot around, but as far as playing them,
No.
You know when because it's just that your kids can't wait to beat you. Okay? And there's no way.
And Lil Mo's he's like 215, solid, 6'2". I can't touch him.
You gotta be the student. You don't test the sensei.
Yeah, well,
You don't test the teacher. You don't.
They do after a while.
Yeah, they have to.
But not
they test them in all ways, but you take them down.
Huh?
Not at 10.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Not at 10. You still got so much more to learn about the game that I'm teaching you.
Right.
So don't really think that at 10
You got it.
I've been playing basketball my whole life.
That's like being a green
That you
belt,
really
and now
think
you
you
think
can
you can beat the black or the red belt.
You know what he
You
did?
go up against them,
Hey,
then
yo,
you get your ass whooped.
look, you know what he did to
Right.
keep me humble? Even when I low-key started getting better and I was better than him, he would switch up the rules a little bit. He make it harder.
Right.
If he fouled me before the game start, he'd be like, remember I said no fouls. Right. Or if the ball go out of bounds and it's off me, he'd be like, yo, or off him, he'd be like, remember, ain't no out of bounds in this.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? He make it harder. He spice it up. I can't even get to that point with my son yet because he already think I don't let him win too much to build up his confidence.
I told him that.
Know what I mean? I don't let him win
Now,
too much.
right.
So now it's
right.
a little hard when he loses.
My older son did that to the younger one because they're 5 years apart.
yeah.
Jalil be mad. Dad, he won't let me win. I said, you got to grow up.
Yeah, but his son,
I said, he's teaching you to grow up.
Yeah.
You got to grow
My
up.
7-year-old, he's like, yo, I can't beat Cameron. I'm like, you gonna get him one day.
You're going to get him one day.
You gonna
Kevin Scott was good.
keep
Yeah,
getting
what
him.
up,
You gonna
Kev?
get him one day.
But that man, I think that life itself got a lot of lessons that we teach.
Yeah, I
a
learned
lot
my
of
lesson.
lessons that
You know
we
what I learned my
learn.
lesson from that one?
What's that?
Don't warn him next time. Just next time he
I
comes
said
to
that,
the hole,
right?
Yeah, just get it.
just punch
That's
it.
good. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
I gave him a warning. He was like, got him.
Yeah.
I was
You ain't
getting
giving you ain't giving enough credit. You gotta get these
That was a
jokers
good
credit.
fake too. I ain't gonna tell him that. I hope they
He
ain't
probably
watching.
watching.
Yeah, that was a
But
good fake.
like all in all, at least my son's all the way back in Hawaii. When he go home, 2-3 times, Dad, you all right? You good? You need anything? I get that all the time. And it makes me feel good. I'm like, man,
course.
this joker thinking about me. He
Yeah.
waiting on the other side of there.
Word.
Nah, man.
At least 2-3 times a week. He'll just call like 6 o'clock. Dad, you all right? You good? You need anything?
You know what?
I'm good.
Because
Jalil?
one of the
The oldest
things,
one.
Oh,
Lil Mo.
one of the things that I see kids learning as they get older is like they see more people passing away, and they're starting to realize that you're not gonna be here forever.
Ever right.
Because we all have taken for granted, that our parents or someone we love will be here forever,
Ever, right.
and we don't make memories. You know, my life now is about making memories and touching people, you know, and leaving a legacy, you know, and that's really.
You sound like Donald Trump. You gotta clear that up. You like making memories and touching people. I'm joking. I'm sorry, wrong, bad timing. Go ahead. I saw opportunity. Go ahead.
That's about right, though.
All right, but you're right though. Go ahead.
No, honestly, yo, I that's where I'm at. I mean, we're together a lot,
Right?
You know what I mean?
And I notice about you. That's what you spend your money on. You rather spend your money on making the memories. That's where I got that from. That mentality.
Right.
Yeah,
Rather,
I will.
don't gotta spend it on this or that. No, spend it on the memory because it's
My big thing was, if I know she happy, the boys are happy. I did all I could to keep them three jokers happy.
Yeah, I trickle it all the way down, man, because the thing about it, like for me, is I've been in a selfish state before where it was all about me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that got me happiness. But everybody around me was just looking at me, and I could
Like,
see
what
that
are you doing?
It wasn't trickling down to them. Okay. So at what point in time was I going to say it wasn't about just me? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I learned much later than I should have early that if you make the people around you happy, okay, that will all trickle to a full happiness.
Yeah.
Individual happiness, okay, is at times a lonely happiness.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And that's the state I no longer wanted to be in.
That's it.
Because when I was just doing me, okay, I was gratified. But then I walk in and it was just me being happy.
That's it.
You know?
You did.
And I just didn't feel like I was spreading the joy that I was feeling or sharing it.
Right.
You know, it's nothing worse than telling your own story. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, the top could be lonely. You know that.
Yeah, but trust me, I'm well aware of that. You know, being on top but having nobody to share it with hits really different.
Yeah.
Okay.
You bust your butt, do everything right, and don't realize how many bridges you done cut. And then you get
To
at
get
the
to where
top
you
of
are.
there, you get at the top of that table, you sitting there, and you like, damn,
They didn't come with
ain't
me.
nobody there. You by yourself.
Right.
You got this whole thing to yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like you just don't realize until that point where you see, like, why am I on top of the world, but I'm standing here by myself.
Right.
You know, I've been sharing my life almost the last 15, 16 years, my wife, and it's been a whole different world. You know, the first one, you know, I didn't do things the right way. You know, I did a lot of things, you know, that benefited me only.
Would you say that was selfish?
Oh yeah, I'm quick to say it was selfish. It was a me world. It was a me world. You know, I was afforded the opportunity to see and do a lot of different things, and you know, again, you know, I made sure, you know, I took full advantage of it. You know, but I wasn't like thinking of, you know, everybody else. I was thinking about me. So it was definitely selfish, you know, and it helped me to learn. It made me a much better person.
Right.
And I want to apologize, you know, to anybody that I hurt along the way. You know, it wasn't intent. Because see, the thing about this, you can do it intentionally, and you can do it,
And you can do it too and not know you're doing it.
Exactly.
Huh?
You know, because the thing, once you get caught up in it, you know, you just go with the flow. You know,
and not realizing what
Right.
you're doing.
exactly, because
Because you're in a happy state.
Right.
you're in a happy state, and it's just the way you're rolling.
Rolling, right.
You know, but when you sit back and you think about it, you know, you realize, like, I went about that all wrong. You know, and in order to move forward, you have to understand that. You have to admit that.
Right.
You know, you have to apologize. You know, you have to get into a place where you don't make the same mistakes.
Right.
Because that's when, you know, you can't say I'm sorry if you keep making the same mistakes.
Well, once is a mistake, twice is a habit.
And yeah, but see,
To
what
me.
people don't do,
Yeah.
you have
Once is a mistake.
right.
Okay, you know what? I didn't realize I was doing this. Twice.
Yeah, you can't keep coming.
that
and saying
become,
the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah.
Because they're
I'm
not
gonna do
hearing
I
you.
know
better.
mistakes,
No.
you're gonna make it the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They're not hearing you. Like, the thing is, if you keep saying I'm sorry, but keep making the same mistake,
Right.
they just gonna brush
That's
you off.
a habit.
Exactly.
It's not a mistake no more. It's a habit.
Nah.
Or you
So,
intentionally
Hey,
trying to do it.
I've been in a situation where my wife wanted me to stop doing something, and I kept doing it. I'm like, oh, my bad. Until I just was like, man, leave me that cologne about it. I ain't
Right.
It ain't a mistake no more.
But
I'm
you
tired
knew-
of hiding it. Just
You
stop
knew
it.
what you was doing.
Exactly. Yeah. So you either own up to it or you
Mhm.
stop doing it. But you can't be living a lie.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm happy that I'm a different person. I'm happy that I'm making memories. I'm happy that you know, I get to be what I call a better person. I'm happy that everybody around me, you know, rolls with me, is happy. You know, it's so many things, you know. So if you've ever went through some issues and you feel like you're a better person now, you can call us up. 908-768-4987. Let us know what you think about what we kicking it about today. But in between that,
Kev
Okay.
Scott, give us a call.
in between that, yeah, what's our word of the day? What you got on your mind today?
Uh-oh.
Phrase of the day, our quote of the day. Y'all
um,
gotta buckle up because you never know what's gonna come out of Dre's mouth when we get to this part of the show.
Sugar
what-
night.
when they say is it love at first sight? Do you really believe that it's love at first sight?
Okay.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay, what you say, Mike?
Depending on how to. Yeah.
What you say?
When,
Joe?
reason why I say I'm gonna say yeah. My wife's cousin was my best friend,
You feel me?
Shaheed. So she came around, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna talk to your cousin. He was like, man, she ain't gonna talk to you. I ain't stopping till I got her.
I done thought I had love at first sight, but it wasn't love at first sight.
My interpretation of it is how can it be love at first sight when you don't even know the person? You can
Right.
be infatuated. You can be
Right.
infatuated by him, but
No,
to be in
because
love, hold on, to be
Right.
in love, you got to go through some things, right?
no,
No, not really.
No,
No,
no, you
no.
don't. No.
Well, how you gonna say you love a person you don't even know?
You
I
love
mean, you
what
can get to know a
see,
person.
But
Right.
you can love
But
from
is
the
that
outside.
love at first sight?
You can love from the outside and trickle it into the inside. You can love what you see.
I believe.
You can be infatuated with what you see.
You can love what you see.
Right.
I
love
still love what I
is
see when I
a
see my
wide
wife. Right.
spectrum.
Okay,
Right.
you love
Like-
what you see, but when you love, we're talking about from inside
No,
out,
you're getting to that
loving
point.
a person
No.
by how they look.
That's where it starts.
So if you
It's how it starts.
if
So you saying lust?
no
No, not lust. I mean, you got to be attracted to a person in order to
Right.
even talk to them, right?
if you
But
meet
you
a
don't
person,
love that
if
person
you meet
yet.
a person for the first time and you be like, yo, I'm gonna marry that woman,
You can
What
say
you call-
that.
and it happens though.
But-
and
Is that love at
let me
first
tell you
sight?
something.
no, through course of time, you got to know that person.
That's an opinion because what you're doing is you got to understand. Okay, if you look at that person and you say, like you said, I'm gonna marry that person, or you look at that person and say that's the one.
But you
In
saying,
your mind, you don't fell in love.
but you saying you
I'm
gonna
not
marry
s-
that person on what aspect?
But
Just the way
because
she-
let me
the
tell
way,
you,
way she looks,
you're starting there. Where do you start at?
that's attraction.
That's a love attraction.
Okay,
That's a love
That's
attraction.
why I said there's a big realm of love. You gotta
Right. That's a
Yeah.
love attraction. You loving her
I
from
think-
the outside to the inside.
I think love at first sight is more figuratively
Speaking
Of
right,
course,
right,
of course.
right.
It ain't. You can't
ain't-
look at a person.
I say I
I get
love
what you
you, right.
said. Yeah, you could look at a person and want to
Oh, I
interact
love you.
with that
Right.
person.
Pam said,
And
I
then-
don't think you can be in love at first sight.
And
It's,
then-
it-
no,
not,
no,
not
okay.
saying like he said.
I
It's
love
it,
them,
right,
but, like you want to
you can be
interact with that
infatuated.
Right.
You want to get to
And
know that
right.
person.
And then after that,
Right.
everything.
Then
is
you
thumbs
go
up
there.
and stuff.
Exactly.
You're
Then-
intriguingly in love with them.
Right.
From the outside to the inside. For me. You know,
Okay.
because like
Yeah.
you looking at the outside, it's intriguing you.
Right.
I'm like, I love the way she dressed. I love it. You ain't gonna say I like you. Most of the time, it's just like it's a nature to run that
I
off.
love the way
and
she
you're
talks,
looking
the way she
exactly.
Right,
talks.
right,
So now
right,
let me
right.
get
Right.
your intellect.
Right.
right.
You
You
know,
could tell in the way it's presented. Like if my man, he sit there, he meet a shorty for the first time, and they go home and they have intercourse or whatever. And she got a big butt or something. And he be like, "Yo, nigga, the booty was big. It was big. I love it." You don't love her,
Right.
You love her butt.
But-
you know what I
right,
mean?
right,
So it's like
Right.
you gotta. It depends on the situation.
it truly depends
the
on
way
the
it's worded.
situation. But I mean, there are people like like love, okay, can start this big
Mhm.
and grow that big.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you say you love somebody, it's not like, or you like love at first sight. You're not saying, oh, I'm blown away.
Right.
You're just saying, I'm really intrigued to know more because I want to get to know you intellectually.
Well, then maybe we should say that. Then.
Right.
Instead of love at
Like
first
me and
sight.
my wife, all we got together. I didn't have a whole lot. She didn't have a whole lot. We came together and got what we got.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
But that's over the course of time. And
Right,
you're getting to know them,
exactly.
But
right?
even then, I mean,
And they was
you-
young too.
right, they were young, but when you're young, like they were, to me, you probably were more into each other than to other things.
Right.
You know what I mean? You grew to the point where
Right.
you want to grow to things because when you're young at that
All
age,
you have is
all
your house.
you have is each other. And most of the time you're just spending time because
Right.
you got to think back to when you were young
You ain't have
and
no
you had a
money
girlfriend.
like that, yeah.
Yo, all y'all did was sit around,
right.
kiss a little bit, giggle, do whatever, go that way, came right back together.
Yeah, right.
Nobody said, so you're 15, do you plan on getting a job? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? You were just hanging out.
Yeah.
And then, it got serious later.
Later, right.
Because sometimes, in that situation, you could get knocked up, she had to have baby. Now you
Right.
now it gets real
Real
serious.
right.
Now it's like, oh, I be a grown up.
And then
That's
we
when the
talked
fun
for like
changes.
almost 4 or 5 years before her father even know she had a girlfriend. I mean a
Oh,
boyfriend.
I'm gonna
I was about to
say.
say.
A boyfriend.
Hey,
Oh,
wait,
oh,
wait,
oh,
wait,
A
wait,
boyfriend.
wait,
So
wait.
you understand what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
It's okay, Mo. We can celebrate a gay pride.
Yeah,
It's okay, bro.
Whatever.
Leave that alone.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying we
so-
just celebrated
Hey,
it.
Let me
But the
find
crazy-
out.
I'm not-
Let me find out Uncle Mo revealing the secret to 30-something years.
But the
Sex
crazy
change
thing
mode.
is, once her father found out, he was cool with it.
He had his
I mean,
daughter
how
for
old?
5
How-
years.
yeah, how old was she then?
She was old
19,
enough.
right? Yeah. So,
What you gonna say?
Yeah, so I mean,
listen, y'all still together now to this day. So
Yeah, you really
you know,
are. But
you
again,
Yeah,
picked a good one.
Bro, I dated my wife for, I want to say, like a little less than a year before we found out we were going to have a kid. And then she told me that her dad, that I already had met, wanted to sit down and have a talk with us. I was like, dang, with the toilet. I gotta go to the bathroom. My stomach hurt. But I never forget it. That's when I knew, like, yo, this is real.
Mhm.
Man.
This is real.
oh no, it gets real quick. Okay, like when you're out there and the girl that you're with or your other half gets pregnant, the game stopped playing. Now,
Yeah, because we were having fun. Life was, yo, you want to go to eat? You want to do this? You want to go here? You want to go there? We just in
I mean, at one point we was on 42nd Street every weekend. The city, Brooklyn. I mean,
Doing
we was
everything.
everywhere.
The Deuce used to be the shit back then.
because
What?
you were just enjoying yourself.
But they remember they was kids, so that's all they had.
But the
Each
same
other.
thing with them.
Yeah.
Like your first relationship in life, all you were doing was enjoying yourself.
right.
And my
And-
big thing was drugs was the game back then. Everybody wanted to be a drug dealer. I was trying to get as far away from that as I can. And all my friends, that's what they did. So and I said, I just got to get away from these guys. So,
Right. So that was your outlet.
Right.
Your
That's
life
cool.
turned out good.
You should
Yeah.
have did that.
Hey,
Jay.
I got no
You-
complaints,
you Mo
brother.
Polo. You turned out good. you know?
Really?
Yeah.
All right, Mo. All right, Mo. All right.
Turned out good.
So ain't nobody really calling in today, but you guys can definitely still call in at 908-768-4. What is that? 4987, and let us know what you think. Isn't such thing as love at first sight? All right. Pam Green said no, but I would love to find out what you guys think about love at first sight. All right. So hit us up.
Pam Green,
908
call in. Pam Green, call in.
Yeah, Pam. Yeah, we ain't spoke to you in a minute,
Call in,
Pam.
Pam.
Call in. All right.
Yeah.
Let us know. Big shout out to Diane Russell out there, Sharon Davis, and Jennifer up in Plainfield. We thank you guys for tuning in. Before we
But see,
keep-
let me just say this.
Let me just
Sometimes
say this.
women,
before we move forward, rep your city or state where you from. Go ahead, Mo.
women are different because you can run through 3-4 different guys and miss the one that's supposed to be with you.
But let me tell you something. They talk about us, okay?
That's
To
just me.
women, okay.
Keep me out.
Some of them, I call them hilarious because they will dress a certain way, do certain things, and then want to put in a box the people who's supposed to notice them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they'll wear a skimpy outfit,
revealing
outfit, and walk down the street. And if you notice them, they're looking at you like you crazy. Like, what are you looking at?
Right.
I don't notice none of that.
Yeah, okay, you crazy.
But they put it on for their attention.
Exactly.
Right.
But they want to be selective
Right.
of who can
Right,
actually
who can
notice
say it,
that.
right, who can say it, right.
Which is crazy.
And then when you get what you get,
Exactly. And 9 out of 10 times, they
can't
want
be
the
with you
they
right
want
now.
the bad boy, okay? They
Yeah.
want the dude
right.
that's gonna take them for a ride,
Yep.
disrespect them.
Wait, all right, let me know in the comments, ladies, because this generation after me, they a little crazy. Here's the question, right?
All right.
And it was for women, all right? Would you rather be with a man that's already married and he tells you no to what you want 0% of the time? Or would you rather be married to a man that tells you no 55% of the time he tell you no?
Repeat that. I kind of
Come
got
on,
confused
man.
with what you're saying.
All right. Would you rather, my bad, would you rather, you're a woman, all right? Yes, Jessica. Would you rather be with a married man who tells you no
Pam
to what
said
you
she can't get through.
Hold up.
No, let's get this through. We'll get to you, Pam.
Hold on, Auntie. Would you rather be married to a man who tells you no 50% of the time, or would you rather be married? No, would you rather mess with a married man who tells you no 0%?
That's a good question.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
You're messing
You're
with a
saying
married man.
you're married to a
It
man,
gives you everything.
and you're in your house, you're married to a man,
Yeah.
and half the time he's telling you no. Okay, so you're going back to him.
So
Or you're cheating with a man. You gotta be cheating with a married man.
So a lot of the women, in what I saw when that question was asked, they were younger than I, but they were saying they would rather mess with the married man because they can't deal with being told no.
With the rejection.
Yes,
Wow.
that's what they said.
Wow.
That's why I said, ladies, what you think?
Well then,
That's a millennial
For
stuff.
Hottie Toddy, yeah. I'm gonna send me your email. I'll show you the video. We got to protest against these other women because that's what they thinking out here.
I mean, that could be selfish on the woman part.
they rather. You gotta call him back.
I hope he's calling for the show.
You know, you call it first.
Who that, your brother?
No. Kurt, what's good?
I told you.
Oh Lord.
I told you. Man. You know, Kurt on the highway at
Listen.
the truck stop.
Hey, Chaz, he don't hold it back.
On the 22nd.
Pam, call in, Pam.
I'm on the show.
Man. All right.
All right.
Yep, they are ridiculous. I agree with you. Because I know none of my mamas would never, any of the ladies in my life would never do no scandalous stuff like that.
Don't say
No, there's
Cheating
women
been
out there that
around
do
for a
that.
long
Who?
time. Cheating. Okay, if you're asking, there's been plenty of women in your mama's era and my mama's
right.
eras.
I don't know
that-
them. Just because you know. I said none of the women in my life that I know. You said she's been around. You exposing them. I don't know them, and if you keep talking like that, I don't know you neither, snitch. He's like, no. Velma down the block. She
Not the
No,
dry
Louise.
snitch.
Yeah.
I'm not dry snitching.
Not the
What
dry
You're not
snitch.
going. What you're talking about is just not. What I'm saying is not just a millennial
Millennial,
issue.
right.
That's been around for
That's
a long
irrelevant.
time.
Right.
That's what I'm talking
They
about.
rather mess with the married man. who-
Yeah, get what they want.
Yeah, because they can go their separate way. They ain't got no ties to him.
And then you figure
Exactly.
Why you think they do that?
that
They ain't got no ties
that
to him.
married man is gonna get that woman everything?
Exactly. Just to keep her quiet. And he getting what he wants. It's a payoff.
Right.
That's crazy. So pimping.
So what Latoya said? Leave that up there.
Well, for sure, you're definitely not gonna have any good luck in your life messing with a married
Oh,
person.
indeed.
Exactly.
It all comes full circle. It's
Indubitably.
going, it's going to run its course and
Yeah.
it's going to blow some shit up. Okay? It's really that simple.
My
All right.
fam said it's ringing, then it says not available.
Man, we sorry. I don't know why we going through these changes. Thank you for trying to call in here. All right. We having a little issue. We'll deal with that later. But you can text us your question if you want to
Yeah,
talk.
text it up, put it up on the screen.
Call me.
Call me. Okay.
Hot toddy.
I don't know why we
I'm
having
gonna
this.
call. No, Hottie Ty. I'm gonna call you. I know what you're talking about. They forgot. We talking about the crazy one. We gonna protest a bit against these vicious women.
All right, we're gonna
wanna
pick up a
ruin
call
how-
here. Hold up. Let's do this like
Nah, they
this.
ain't say really call you.
Oh, you know why? Because I'm on a new line. That's why we can't do it. It's not
Nah.
reconnected. Okay,
Okay.
that's what's going on. We good. But anyway, cheating, like I said, has been around and will be around, and it ain't going
Ain't going
nowhere.
nowhere.
Okay, your kids will experience cheating.
Don't talk about my kids. Man.
I'm talking your
I'm
kids'
all
generation.
about manifestation. Don't put nothing on my.
I
kids
said their
unless
generation.
You,
I ain't saying-
alright, you said
I'm
that
talking about
now.
the generation of your kids.
Alright, there you
Okay,
go.
will be in the same. Got this have the same thing going on that my generation did, yours, and so on.
You can't hide that. All
You
can do
can't
is
get around
teach
that.
it. All you can
They'll
do is
get
teach
that
it.
in grammar
That's
school.
right.
You
You
think
can't
that
hide that.
they'll get that in grammar school? You think
Right.
that your little chick?
Forget grammar school. You get
Yeah.
that on the TV.
Right, I'm
Right.
just
On a
saying,
TV
your
show.
man that you cool with, he trying to talk to
Right.
her, but he ain't telling you nothing.
Let me tell you something. You know what's still around? And it started at a young age. My son in 4th grade, and you know these little boys was hiking on each other. So it all started. Little man, he was happy he had his yearbook, Jay, and he looked at his yearbook. He looked at his name. He was like, Rylan R. Lawrence. They don't even know my middle name. They don't even know why they put the R. They don't even know it. So his boy was like, well, what's your middle name? He like, my middle name Rupert. The little kids.
Rupert.
The little kids looked at him. They in 4th grade. These 10-year-olds looked at him and said, Rupert. Yo, your name Rupert? Right, yo. I'm like, oh man, they about to kill. His name ain't Rylan no more. I'm like, yo, I hope they better leave my little man Rylan alone, man.
Put the R up.
Put
tell
the
them to
R
put
up, but yo,
Put the
but
R
it started at a young age. Cheat,
Yeah.
whatever it is, man.
No, I'm telling you,
It's
it does,
still around.
man.
You're right.
It's just certain things that just come full circle.
Yeah.
You
Okay?
right.
There's certain things that come full circle, and as much as you think you're getting away with something, you're really not. Okay? Because there's been situations and cases where one of the spouses have been creeping and they think they trying to do something and they spouse creeping too. The other half is creeping.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a situation where I was in a restaurant and I'm sitting there, okay, and this dude walked up on this couple sitting there and he was like, oh, so this is what we're doing now? And she was sitting there with another dude, right? And he looked at the dude, he's like, I got this. And he studied talking to the chick, right? Which I don't know was his girl or his wife. And he going off on her, but then he looks to the front door where his date was waiting.
Oh shit.
So they was cheating at the same
time.
restaurant.
Wow.
So she over there like this, and he fussing at the girl. He goes back to her, explain to her, right? I look at the dude sitting at the table. He's tightening up his Timbs. So I'm like, this is about
Get
to
it in.
Go down.
Yeah.
So he comes back to the table the second time, and he's like going at her a little stronger. And as he's going at her a little stronger, he put up the 1 minute finger. So dude that she was with, like, yo, dude, he said, I'm not talking to you. And he said, at this point, dude's like, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and be a part of this. So he's like going back at him. And dude said, right hand of God, dude said, I'll be right back. And when he said, I'll be right back,
It was time to go.
in the date I was with, we got up,
Yes, sir.
along with the whole restaurant, walked out. You think I'm gonna wait for you to go to your car and come back? And the meanwhile, like I said, he was cheating at the same spot.
It ain't worth it, y'all.
The craziest thing I saw, we were in Sea Caucus. Remember when Scissors was open?
Sizzlers. Oh
Listen,
man, you going?
listen.
How old are you?
Yes. We sitting there eating, right? So Kumar got her back to me. So the couple sitting over here. So I see the lady come in. I said, something finna happen. I'm saying this to myself. So sure enough, she walked over to the table. She didn't even say nothing to the dude. When I say she slapped this chick out the chair,
Damn.
But she
Boom.
must have knew the shit because my whole
exactly.
thing
She
is,
said,
she
I
had to
knew.
know the shit.
She said, I knew
Yeah.
I was gonna catch y'all. I was like, ooh wee.
See, that's the thing. You because 9 out of 10 times my thing is if you get caught out there and it's your husband, whatever your spouse is, that's when I'm supposed to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's who's supposed to get it first.
Exactly.
I'm not saying you're not
Exactly.
supposed to take.
No, unless you knew that
But
person.
Right, that's what I said.
But-
That's why I
And
said she knew
that's
the
why
person.
that's what I said to my wife. I said
Well,
she
knew
had
her.
to know that lady to hit
Yeah.
her like that.
Because if she didn't know him,
Yeah,
you
just
don't know.
walk
She
away,
wasn't
what-
gonna
you
do
don't know what
nothing.
he
Huh?
telling her.
Exactly.
You gotta just walk away.
Walk away,
Yeah, just walk
bruh.
away.
That's a buildup. When you know,
Yeah, walk away.
like,
I
like,
said-
nah,
Yeah, you gotta walk. I'm gonna cry in the car, but you gotta walk away.
Sorry.
you gonna cry in the car. You gonna do more than cry in the car.
Nah, I'm gonna walk away. I don't want to go to jail. It ain't
It ain't
worth
matter going to jail.
Ain't right.
Yeah. I mean,
You going to jail?
not really.
You
If you
go-
sit there and fuss it, then
Nigga,
you ain't
if I'm
going.
messing with your woman, you coming in, you put your hands on me, you going to jail. I'm sorry. Sorry for
Snitch.
saying that. So
Snitch.
yeah,
You try snitching?
you just hit me.
No,
in
he
my
ain't
head.
Bronson. He's snitching.
You just hit me in my head. I ain't even know about you. How you gonna come in here and put your hands on me?
Oh,
I
so
ain't
you
know
gonna
about
you gonna fake like you ain't know about him?
Oh, she didn't tell you about him?
I don't. That's not the point. I don't know about you. You don't know if I know about you. You just come up and you just hit me.
So
We
Mike
got-
gonna
we
be
gotta
like,
talk
Mike
about
gonna be
this
like,
first before
first
you.
of all, when I met her in
You can't just
CVS,
hit me like that.
I was getting that.
You going to jail? What's that guy name? I'm turning into Charleston White. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm putting all y'all in Pelican Bay. All y'all going to jail. All y'all. And who drove you? He going to jail too. Wow. It's her fault. It ain't my fault. You don't think so?
Let me tell you
You
something.
can't walk away.
I can't tell you what I'm gonna do.
I mean,
People always say
you
what
can
they
walk
could
away?
do.
Cause who you gonna get?
Ghostbusters.
I'm not gonna hit her.
You gonna that's what I'm saying. But you don't even know the Joker. You
I ain't gonna hit him either. I'll probably walk away.
I'm gonna cry in the car.
Let me tell y'all something.
While I
Okay,
figure
this
out
just
what I'm
my
doing.
opinion. Okay,
I'm
that
expressing-
sounds good, but
does.
till you in that
Yeah, you don't know-
situation,
yeah, exactly.
you don't know what
you
you're
don't know what
gonna
you're
do.
gonna do, Mike. That's true.
Because the
I
thing
totally
about
agree
it
with
is,
that.
if she walk up, if you walk up on her and say, "Really, this what we doing," and she say something smart to you or slick to you,
What you gonna
all
do?
that goes out the window.
I never said I was gonna do that. I said I'm gonna walk away.
Are you gonna see them and not approach them? Is that what you're saying?
Put that
Yeah,
comment
yeah. I'm
Because if you approach them,
I'm
there's
gonna
a
get-
chance that something's
I'm
going down.
gonna get. I might like.
Put that comment back up, please.
I won't approach them. I might walk by 10 times till I'm noticed. Keep walking by. I mean,
You don't even know that. I could not see you doing.
I can't. I refuse to retaliate, bro. Because that's the thing, yo. People
up. Damn.
people got
Whose
such a
wife came
look,
in?
people got such a problem of
Yeah, up there, please. Right.
people got such a problem of doing wrong and then getting something wrong done to them and then stooping down to that person's level where it
But that's the
it makes it
I get it.
invalid.
But walking away is a good decision, though.
I'm telling
It's a
you,
very good decision. I'm not saying it's not a bad
Yo,
decision.
Yo,
I never said that.
Even if it comes to boom, so you hit my car, I hop out and I whoop your butt or I do something. Now you got a counter lawsuit and I can't even get the bread that I'm supposed to get just because I reacted to
All right,
you.
here's the
That's a
thing.
different
Here's the thing.
thing.
No,
It's-
the same
no,
thing.
it's a
What
smart.
makes you think
It's
you
a
can whoop somebody's
logical.
butt and they ain't gonna tell you.
It's a
that
logical
they
and
press the charge.
smart thing to do. But like you said, if you in that situation, you just don't know. You don't know.
That's all
You
I'm
gotta
saying.
know.
I
You
mean,
gotta train yourself.
what I'm
right.
saying is,
Listen, I'm starting off good, better than y'all already.
I
I'm
did
saying
not
I'm
say,
walking away.
whoa. I didn't
Right, he
say,
didn't say he was gonna fight.
I never said I was going to fight.
You gonna
I
fight.
said, no, I
Where's
said
my
you just
brother?
don't know what you're going to do. That's all I said.
I
But
know-
it's good that you
I
walk
know
away.
you gonna fight. I'm saying what I'm gonna do. You know you gonna fight. Why you trying to?
Well,
come my way?
don't think
You know you gonna fight. Don't come on my side. You know you gonna fight.
Jess, you gonna fight?
Yeah, you gonna fight.
Jesse,
You know.
Jess, you fight?
Oh, y'all-
Jesse, you fighting?
Jesse, you fight?
Dre, you fighting too.
Oh, hell, it was
Sugar Knight.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that said walking away. I know y'all know what.
Something,
Hey,
some furniture gonna be
I'm
moved.
gonna have to try to carry this joker out, man.
On that note, look, another episode.
See you next
That's
Grown
next week.
Man
Yes, we
Tuesday.
see y'all next
That's
week
what
on
we're
that
gonna talk
one.
about next week.
Yeah.
Yo, it has been another high power episode. As you can
Oh,
see,
man.
we got real serious up in here because we're talking about being calm in tough situations. All right,
It's rough.
and
It's rough.
it is rough.
I'm trying.
And we all are
Trying.
in practice with that, and we're trying, okay, and we're work in progress, okay, and you don't know what you're going to do until you get into that situation, okay.
Not
But if you can give 30 seconds to walk away or reevaluate that
Get up out of
situation,
there.
get on up out of there, and you'll be all right.
And
And we're gonna talk about this more next week.
And I pray that this is not one of these situations that I done spoke up because God forbid.
No, you
No,
know what?
Don't
though?
let this
I'm
come
not
out.
looking for it.
Lord, I ain't taught. I ain't saying I'm ready for this. Don't.
I was having this conversation with my lady today,
Yeah.
and we was talking about So one day I'm sitting in the car, right, and I went to park into the spot, and the car came. Like I guess he was
And
going in the
jumped
spot
into?
too, right? But I got in before him, so he pulled up on the side of me. Now I'm in the driver's seat. He pulled up on the side of me, and he started yabbing. So I'm yabbing, and then he spit. Right.
Oh, he
Right.
got to get it.
Right.
He got to get it.
Exactly. So my lady talking about, oh, well, just I said, man, you spit on me. That's violation. Well, did the spit hit you? No, but you
Right.
attempted to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's violation. Like, come on.
Walk away.
I'm gonna give you another one.
I was sitting in the
I'm
car.
at the mall.
This is the last one. 'Cause we got to wrap after this.
I'm in the mall. I get ready to park. Joker zoom in. So but I beat him to the spot again. So he jumps out the car. This is when I was the officer. So he looked like he was going for something. I pulled that 40 out. What are you gonna do?
Right.
He was petrified.
Right.
Oh, why you put? I said, you look like you was going for something.
Right.
I'm defending myself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't play with me. I'm not gonna play with you.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, you're gonna feel these
I
hot
said, you gonna get you can get these hot rocks.
Bang.
I said, I suggest you go ahead in the mall. So we get in the mall. He's still looking at me crazy. I said, ain't nothing changed. You can get it right here too.
He know you got that heat on.
Yes,
you. That's
sir.
what it is.
And I can get all to him.
That's why I'm so well protected here. All right, to the left, to the right,
Me
I'm
too.
good to go.
That's
yo.
why I can walk away. I'll call one of y'all. They gonna be like, nephew, you crying in the car?
You dressing the shit?
He said you crying in the car.
Wipe your face and get back in here.
They say you ain't stop. I walk past 10 times. They ain't even look at me, man. They ain't even look.
Oh my God, yo, I'm your boy Apollo's on DJ Jess,
Word.
and it is Grown Man Tuesday. Another great episode went down. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it. Wherever you tuned in from, this is how it goes down every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. with the crew. And to my right, of course, is
Drizzy, Dre.
you got any last words you want to say to the folks?
Just keep positive energy, man. And I'm trying every day. Trust me. Trust and
We're a
believe.
work in progress. I hear you.
Positive energy.
Positive energy.
Yeah, positive energy.
Mo Polo, share the show. Share the show.
You know they know that, right?
I'm just telling you.
Just kidding.
'Cause I don't want to say what I want to say, but share the show.
No, this is where you say. This is real
Yeah.
talk.
Grown
Don't
man.
walk up on me. What Tupac say?
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Mr. Tell them.
Oh, my name Mike Laird.
In the car crying.
Yeah, in the car crying. Know what I mean, try y'all best to walk away, man. Know what I mean, love y'all. See y'all next week. Stay safe. Keep it tight.
Definitely. Hey, and I'm your boy Paulo's own DJ Jess, and this once again has been another episode of Grown Man Tuesdays, where you get real talk on a real Tuesday. Yeah, we appreciate you guys like no other, and whether you're listening right here in our backyard in Jersey, or all the way over in Vegas or Cali, we love bringing you our version of real talk. Okay, and we hope that you enjoyed it. We apologize for the phone inconvenience, and all we ask is that you hit that share button and let your folks know to follow us, on YouTube, subscribe there. We got Twitch, we got Twitter, subscribe on all of those. And if you like this production, Jersey Art Productions is the one who put this together. They're the team that's behind the scene, and they make us look good each and every week. So you have anything you want to get filmed, make sure you hit them up on their inbox at Jersey Art Production on all social media sites. Till we meet again next week, we love you, we appreciate you, and I must say, we got a lot of events coming up. This Father's Day, let's say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes, sir.
To all the fathers out there, thank you guys, and you are so appreciated, fathers out there. And there's a great weekend of events going down. There's a great Father's Day cookout going down this Saturday from 1 to 7 in One Acre Park. Okay, it's posted on my page what picnic area will be in. I'll be there from 1 to 5 before I head off to another event. And then Sunday, 2 shows at the world famous Stress Factory with Talent and Friends, 2:30 and 7 o'clock. All right, so catch those shows, and I'll be back at the Stress Factory on the 25th and the 27th with Class of Smith's Comedy Show. So make sure you guys come on out that Tuesday. It's the end of the season for all the school teachers out there, and we want to celebrate and salute you, Class of Smith's Comedy Show. Be there, and Gabrielle's. I'll be there on the 24th. I'm coming your way, all right?
It's going down.
I'm your boy Paulo Zone. Let's all say peace.
Peace.